The idea of the perfect man has fascinated humanity for centuries. Across cultures and throughout history, people have sought to define the qualities of an ideal human being. But the perfect man is not a fixed concept. He can be a spiritual leader, a philosophical guide, or simply a person who embodies the highest values of his society. What unites these diverse ideals is a focus on moral and spiritual excellence. The perfect man is not necessarily physically flawless or without flaws. Instead, he represents the full potential of what a human being can achieve. The search for the perfect man is ultimately a search for meaning and purpose in life. By studying the lives and teachings of those who are seen as exemplars of human potential, we can gain insights into our own values and aspirations. We can learn from their strengths and weaknesses, their triumphs and failures. While we may never achieve perfection ourselves, the pursuit of this ideal can help us to become better, more compassionate, and more fulfilled individuals. In many religions, the perfect man is embodied in a divine figure. Christians look to Jesus Christ as the ultimate example of love, compassion, and selflessness. Jesus taught his followers to love their enemies, forgive those who wronged them, and always put the needs of others before their own. His life and teachings have inspired millions of people to strive for greater compassion and generosity in their own lives. Muslims find a similar model of perfection in the Prophet Muhammad. Muhammad is revered as the final prophet of God and a model of piety, humility, and social justice. He emphasized the importance of prayer, charity, and treating all people with respect, regardless of their faith or social status. For Muslims, Muhammad's life provides a blueprint for living a life that is pleasing to God and beneficial to society. The concept of the perfect man is also central to many philosophical traditions. For the ancient Greek philosopher Socrates, the ideal man was a seeker of truth and wisdom. Socrates believed that the unexamined life was not worth living, and he encouraged his students to constantly question their beliefs and assumptions. Another Greek philosopher, Aristotle, believed that the perfect man was one who lived a life of virtue. Aristotle identified a number of virtues that were essential for human flourishing, including courage, justice, temperance, and wisdom. He believed that by cultivating these virtues, individuals could achieve eudaimonia, a state of happiness and fulfillment. In the modern world, the idea of the perfect man has evolved. While religious figures and philosophical ideals still hold sway, there is also a growing emphasis on personal growth and self-improvement. The modern perfect man is often seen as someone who is constantly striving to learn and grow, who is open to new experiences and challenges, and who is committed to making a positive contribution to the world. He may not be perfect in the traditional sense, but he is always working towards becoming the best version of himself. He embraces his flaws and imperfections, recognizing that they are part of what makes him human, and he inspires others to do the same, not through preaching or judgment, but through the quiet example of his own life.